Hello. We wanted to provide a quick recap of October as well as our outlook for the rest of the year. October started out with a bit of volatility. The Chinese announced a new policy restricting the exports of rare earth minerals and related products, and the U.S. responded in kind with 150% tariffs on Chinese imports. That roiled markets for a time. But by mid-month, it looked like both sides wanted to reach a compromise. And indeed, by the end of the month, there was a new trade framework between the U.S. and China that largely solidified the status quo that was in place for most of the summer. In the midst of this, Q3 earnings season kicked off to a pretty strong start, led by our AI and semiconductor names. The end result was that the markets were up during October, with the S&P hitting several record highs, while it was a little narrow towards the final weeks in which names were gaining ground the most. As we head into November, markets will be looking at a few things. One will be the conclusion of Q3 earnings, led by NVIDIA. The second will be talks to see if the government will reopen. Right now, it doesn't look like the sides are that close, but there's a hope that they will reach a compromise to reopen the government before Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, in our view, if they don't get an agreement by Thanksgiving, the shutdown could persist through most of December. And then lastly, the markets will be focused, I think, on the Fed's action in December. You may recall last week they cut rates by 25 basis points, but Chairman Powell noted that there was vast disagreement on what the Fed should do in December. Markets will be very attuned to what Fed speakers say throughout November and beyond as to what they're likely to do. So that's our recap for October and our outlook for the rest of the year. Please subscribe to Research Corner for additional insights and follow us on LinkedIn.